We left off on page 8 on the very bottom. He had said, the Ramchal, that the objective of existence is to achieve Shemos, wholeness, perfection within yourself. And he quoted the Mishnah in Pirkei Avos that this world is a prosdor to a trakli. It's a corridor to arrive at the destination. And how does one arrive? What are the mediums to be able to be worthy to enter into the trakla? That's the mitzvahs, that Torah mitzvahs that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us. Through that we perfect ourselves. What's considered true accomplishment? Accomplishment is perfection, to perfect yourself, to create a wholesomeness within yourself. You know, it's interesting. Person, he doesn't take care of himself. And he has all his limbs. And because he doesn't exercise one of the limbs, the limb atrophies. And he walks around with the limb, it hangs. Rather, it doesn't function. This person said, but I have all my limbs. You understand? But you're a cripple. You're handicapped. Every part of the body, is that called Shemos? That's not Shemos. But the limb is still attached to his body. But it's a non-functioning limb. Unless you actually empower every aspect of the neshama with mitzvahs, and the mitzvah is given to perfect it and advance it and spiritualize it. You understand? How do you come to HaKadosh Baruch Hu? You want to have a relationship. You can't have a relationship. If HaKadosh Baruch Hu has shleimus, and as we discussed yesterday, you have to create a commonality to have a compatibility, there's a problem over here. He says, so what is shleimus amiti? What's considered true achievement? Rakat vekus b'yizborach. If you're able to be dovik, to attach yourself to him, that means you've achieved shleimus. David HaMelech Omer ani kirvas elakim litov. Closeness to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that's good. That's goodness. You see, it's interesting. I mean, I would have understood it. I mean, it seems to be a little difficult. I would say that what's an indication of shleimus if you could be dovik, right? That's the way I'm explaining it. The Ramchal's not saying that. The Ramchal's saying, what is shleimus amiti? What is the ultimate level of shleimus? Dveikus. I'm saying no. If you're worthy to be dovik, that means you've achieved shleimus. But that's what the Ramchal is saying. He's not saying what I'm saying.
What do you mean if you're worthy?
Meaning, if you achieve shleimus within yourself, now you have relevance to have a relation with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, who's sholem in the most absolute sense of shleimus. But he's not saying that. He's not saying that. He's saying the dveikus itself is shleimus.
But isn't dveikus, it's already shalom, you have to have that dveikus.
No, shleimus amiti hu rakat dveikus bo yizborach. Okay, let's explain what this means. So he's saying not what I'm saying. I'm saying an indication that you sholem is that you could be dovik. He's saying no. Shleimus amiti hu rakat dveikus bo yizborach. Shleimus means the one who's dovik. That completes your shleimus. I'd once said over in the name of the Ramchal, he says in the Derech Hashem, a human being is finite. Finite. As perfect as you are, you're finite. How do you go from a finite level to an infinite level? No. Okay. So the Ramchal writes, if you dovik b'Hashem, if you attach yourself to Hashem, he says it's like taking a branch and grafting onto a tree. If the graft takes and the limb becomes part of the tree, so now the ecosystem of the branch is the same as the tree. If a person is Dovik Hashem, Hashem himself is Ein Sof. Hashem is infinite. So if you're Dovik, as much as you're finite and limited, but if you attach yourself to Him, you become part of an infinite. You become part of the infinite. So therefore, if you say that, so what is the ultimate level of shleimus? Whatever we achieve within ourselves is what is limitation. But the shleimus hamiti, the true level of shleimus, is when you attach yourself to Him. It brings it to another level of shleimus, according to what the Ramchal writes in Derech Hashem. No, it's understood the many levels. You could be Dovik at many levels. Look, Moshe Rabbeinu's Dveikus was the ultimate. The Avos HaKadoshim, right? Every person, different levels of Dveikus. But minimally, what do you need to be Dovik? You need Shleimus. Like we said, we spoke yesterday. You could be whole, but within that wholeness, qualitatively, it may be lacking. But at least you address every part of your being. Right? So you're Sholem. It's Sholem may be great Zig, but you're Sholem. So you could upgrade it. But a person is lacking, you know, the Gemara, it says, Orur Ashlohikim is Divrei Torah Zos, one of the curses. Or Ashlohikim. So the Rabbeinu Yonah writes, I mean, anybody who doesn't fulfill a mitzvah, he's deserving to be cursed. Or Ashlohikim. So Rabbeinu says, no. Lohikim means a person says, you know, I'm a 612 mitzvah Jew, not 613. You don't uphold the Torah. To you, it's not the totality. You've set the parameters of what Torah is and what it's not. That's Arash Lohikim. But what we're saying, it's very good. This person has no relevance. You can only have relevance to HaKadosh Baruch Hu if you take the full number. That full number will bring you shleimus. Whether it's lishma, shlo lishma, it doesn't make a difference. But you've done it all. You've done it all. You've accepted it all. But if you accept 612, 612 is not shleimus. Right? What's the halacha? We talk about Bal Tigra. Right? You're not permitted to detract from the Torah. Why aren't you permitted? Because what is the Torah? Torah is Torah Hashem Tmima. Through Torah you achieve shleimus. Whatever level you achieve shleimus, at a deficient level, a more advanced level, a qualitative level, but at least it's all there. But if it's Bal Tigra, you go and you minimize the Torah, it's not, doesn't mean you've sinned. Sin means I hold of it. I've sinned for whatever reason I've sinned. That's Orash Elohikim is Divrei Torah Zos.
So is the Rav saying that recognizing and striving for Dveikus is Dveikus?
Dveikus means whenever you do a mitzvah for the right reason, you're Dovik B'Hashem. That's towards you're attaching myself. I want to have a relationship with God. The only way I can have a relationship with God is doing what He told me to do.
Correct.
That's achieving. But the ultimate, he says, I mean, David says, if David is already saying, I mean, Kirvus Elokim Litov, I mean, his whole life was that. What's Tira? He says, Ach Shalti V'Yis Hashem Osav Akshay, Shivti V'Yis Hashem Kol Yimei. Right? I mean, but he kept everything. Evidently, that is not Dveikus. Dveikus means that when you do the mitzvah, it's purely for the reason and the purpose, because I want to have a relationship with you. That's Dveikus B'Hashem. It's not, I'm not doing it for schar. I'm not doing it because I just want to have reward or I want to have recognition. Shalol Lishma for sure is not Dveikus. But you did the mitzvah. You did the mitzvah. Is do you achieve shleimus at some deficient level? The answer is yes. You did all the mitzvahs. But will you achieve Dveikus? Dveikus you're not going to achieve. You'll have a share in the world to come. You'll have a share in the world to come. But Dveikus is not Dveikus. Because you have no interest in having a relationship. You're interested in yourself, not the relationship.
But you can't have Dveikus without Shleimus.
What?
You can't have Dveikus without Shleimus.
You can't, right. You have to have shleimus.
First, and then the question.
Correct.
Isn't the Ramchal saying the opposite? Yeah, if you have Dveikus, that means you get shleimus.
No, that contributes to the shleimus. That, the way I'm saying, that brings the shleimus to another level. That's part of shleimus. Dveikus is part of shleimus.
So let's say you do one mitzvah really in a very superior way.
But that's not enough. One mitzvah is not enough, one mitzvah. You have to do all the mitzvahs.
You have to make.
You dovik in one thing.
Right. So that's not great.
You put your finger under the water faucet. So how much of your body is getting wet? The tip of your finger. The rest of your body has no relevance. Right? To be continued. 100%. That we're talking. No, all or nothing, in terms of. But it doesn't mean the ultimate. You mean either you're Moshe Rabbeinu or you're nothing? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not.
So the other day,